Hey guys, Ignite Your Purpose, episode 102. We talk longevity through a healthy lifestyle. It's a mix of mental, physical, and spiritual knowledge. The mind, body, soul trifecta, negative to positive. That's what we do each and every day. Welcome back. Those who watch, those who listen, we appreciate you all. My name is JB, John. I'm Healthy, Funky, Free. On the other side of the screen over there is the Positive Vibes Lifestyle Movement. Max, he's in Canada. I'm in the UK. I'm in the Isle of Man. Special place. It is a special little island. And
we were having a debate. Is it part of the UK or your own thing?
No, it's not part of the UK is England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. We're part of the British Isles, which is the islands. We have the oldest, America, 140 years or whatever it is. We have the oldest continuous government in the world.
Wow.
Pipe and smoke it. Yeah?
Over the Roman Empire even, I see.
Yeah, oldest continuous. So it's over 1,000 years. And just occasionally, we make some good decisions. And every other day of the week, it's just the same as every other country. So, Max,
exactly.
I know you've got something to say. Say it.
So, something's come up for us over here in Western Canada. There is crazy amounts of forest fires going on, and something I've never experienced this in my entire lifetime. What we're going through currently right now is the amount of smoke coming in. It's next level, honestly. It's been so long that you can't see mountains. It rains ash, stuff like that. It's happened before, but this year with the amount of heat, humidity, and this smoke, it's becoming very pain in the ass almost, I want to say, right? But it's very prominent. Everybody's talking about it. It's a part of the society currently. Yeah. And what I am noticing is the definite difference, and I want to speak because our basis, right, John, is like you said, it's health. Health is the basis of our thing. Is I am very visually able to see those who are struggling, suffering, and are just going through uber tough time are those who are in extremely poor health. So I can definitely see those of people who take care of themselves. I'm one of them, and we're still suffering. Don't get me twisted. I'm not saying that we do not. We're not. We're superficial and we don't have to deal with this. But there is such a division now that I can see where people are having to cover their entire faces. I see oxygen masks. They're rendered almost helpless. Like they have to stay indoors and lay flat and deal with it. Now, there's also issues with respiratory and all that I don't want to get into because I know that that's a thing. Asthmatics, severe asthmatics, I know a ton of them. But there is still a difference between those who are of health and those who are not of health. And John, what I want to speak today about is the fact that it's one of the few things that we can control in our lives, and it's something we can do prior. You see what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm talking about, John. So get it, proactivity, exactly. You see, John's typing shit. He can't chew bubblegum and walk, but he can listen and type. It's amazing. It's a UK specialty. Do you feel what I'm saying there, John?
It's synchronicity rolls up again because I'm spending more time in an environment where we have people who've either lost their health or they're having issues with their health, and they're trying to do something about it. But what's plainly obvious to myself, I'm not going to mention where I am or who I'm with or any names or any conditions, is even the youngsters in there are some really young people who are being brought through by grown-ups and parents and things to be proactive to prevent things.
This is good.
Which I think is incredible. But in 99% of the cases, it's all after the fact. It is come in, I've got this problem, I've got that problem, whatever the conditions are, it is after the fact, it is being reactive. And we only seem to worry or to take action when we've lost it. We only care about our health when we've lost it.
Yes, it's true.
And it's I'm trying to think of an analogy which I can draw. But it's so much harder to regain that health or that mobility or that movement or the flexibility or the strength. It's so much harder to do that than is just do just a little bit every day, whether that's on your mind, on your positivity, on your strength, on your cardiovascular fitness, on your movement, even just being able to stand up and sit down to get yourself off the floor. And it's not where I'm finding myself at the moment, which is it's a blessing to be able to be there and to kind of hold a candle that there is light and we can regain some of this. But it's heartbreaking to see it. It's absolutely heartbreaking to see people who are no longer physical to be able to walk to the shops, to post a letter, to do their own shopping, to walk down the street and they have to drive it, or to be able to pick the granddaughter or grandchild off the ground. And it's becoming my mission in life, apart from this podcast, of course, which is Remo, to try and place myself in a position where I've got the communication skills and some knowledge. And you don't have to know it all, you just have to know something, to place myself in a position where I can help these people have a better life, even if it's 5% more movement, or to feel 2% better. Because when you can't feel your toes and you're out of breath getting out of bed in the morning, 1% and 2%, it makes a big difference. And if you get 1% better hydration and 1% better nutrition and 1% better sleep and 1% better movement,
day after day after day after day,
and you're not going to be able to do that every single day, but over the weeks and the months, if you choose that, you can remember what health used to feel like. Sorry, I'm rambling a lot. This fog will be lifted, and you can remember how good you are, and you won't think about the things you're not going to be able to do, or the things you're not going to be able to eat, or you're not going to be able to drink, or the fact that training is so much hard work and so much effort. And you'll start to believe that, oh, maybe I'll be able to run that 5 kilometer from 0 to 5K race that I've spoken about for the past 20 years, but I've always made that excuse because of my asthma or my arthritic feet or the plantar fasciitis or whatever it might be. So with every sinew in my body, I plead with everybody out there to take a cold, hard look at your health. And if you've got it, think I do each and every day to maintain this before it's too late. And if you have lost it, choose that it doesn't have to be like that. Max, you can say something. I've rambled for quite some time, but it's close to my heart. It really is.
Well, this is it. This is what we're talking, right? And so what's triggered this is, I'll tell you this event. So yesterday there was a gentleman, and I'm sure in the UK and around the world, when you get to the road, there's the road to your house, that walk, right? Yep. Now this gentleman, I'm going to say he must have been in his 60s or 70s. So to me, I say not that old. I mean, I know it's older, but it's not that old, because I'm assuming in my realm, you have to say something, John?
Yeah, I was going to say a 60-year-old today is not a 60-year-old from 10 or 15 or 20 years ago. You know, that we are becoming old.
Madonna turned 60 today, right? So
yeah, she's hot, man.
There you go. I mean, you got Cher, you got Tina Turner. So I'm just saying, in the realm I stay in, 60-year-olds, I have a tough time keeping up with some of them at, CrossFit and competitions and whatnot. Now, this gentleman, brother, he got out of his car. He had a walker. He had a cloth over his face, and he was barely moving. And he was pulling a suitcase, a little whatever duffel bag, and he couldn't make it. And I'm talking from the road to his house, brother. Like, he stopped like 15 times, to the point where I looked out the window and said, I gotta go ask him, does he need help? And when I got out there, the wheezing I heard, I can't even do it. And I just, in my mind, I was like, when did you give up? And I don't mean that in a derogatory way or a disrespectful way, but I was like, when did something else become more important than your health, than how you feel this moment? And I'm getting tingles saying this, because I just, at some point, something had to come first. Because no matter what in life, we're going to give up something to get something, right? without that yin and yang, John talk about, and I talk about all the time, the balance. And I understand it. You know, I was just like, what are you doing? You're not that old, brother. You probably have another 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
So if you're at this stage now, imagine in 5 years. If you do nothing, it's going to go this way instead of, like we're saying, have a preactive strike and go that way. And it's just, I didn't even have words other than to understand through. I don't ever want to be there. So I know the universe was teaching me something, but I don't know what happened in his life. And I'm saying, I'm not trying to judge. I just was like, we got to make you better, brother.
I clocked this a number of years ago myself. And as you get old, you may or may not have a mortgage on your property, but we spend money on the mortgage, maintaining the house. We spend money on buying a brand new car every few years, keeping it serviced and looked after.
Insurance.
We spend the money on insurance. We spend money on the holidays. We spend money on a new bed every so many years. And when somebody says, "Go treat yourself to a massage," but it's $50 or $60 or £40. Oh my God, that's so much money. But it's nothing. It's nothing. It's an hour or 40 minutes out of your life where you can lie down, relax. You're treating yourself to something nice. Rewarding yourself for working hard or for going out, but it's adding to that sense of the health. We talk longevity, and we are growing older as populations, but it's about health span, not lifespan. Lifespan is getting old, is growing older until you die, and we are all going to do that. Sorry, guys.
Yep.
What is the quality of that life? Well, every day when you get up, what is are you going to wake up to taking your pills, stabbing yourself with insulin, not being able to play golf anymore? It's about your health span. The amount of years you have left in your life that of quality, where you are mobile and you can be part of the community and be functional. Please.
I agree. I totally agree. And it's one of the few things. It's one of the few things each individual has control over. John and I speak about this a lot. We're in the matrix. We can't control the water bill. We can't control the price of gas, insurance, houses. None of that shit is in our control. But our own health, man, that's one of the few things we have left. So I implore each and every one of us, even John and I, let's be better tomorrow than we were today.
Yeah, and I agree. Not everybody can afford a personal trainer 3 times a week. But so much stuff for free on the freaking internet. You can walk out the front door and go for a walk. You cannot buy that £200 new pair of trainers. Just put your old sweaty minging sneakers on from the garage. Go for a walk. Go for a jog. Do press-ups. Do a half press-up. Do a little squat on the back of a chair. Step up onto the curb. There's 1,000 things. Email me. Freaking email me your questions. I'll write you a freaking program for free. Just do something. Move, drink water, breathe to your belly, get the oxygen in, sleep. I'm going on now, so I'm going to stop now. Maybe we'll talk about stress again tomorrow. But from me to you, thank you. Pray for you all. And that's not a bit woo-woo. I hope you all can see that there is a future and it's not downhill from here. So thanks for tuning in. We know you could be anywhere in the world, but you are with Max and me right here, right now, and we appreciate that. So Max, say goodbye.
Subscribe, like, ask the questions, share. We appreciate it. And we'll talk to you tomorrow, people. There's only one life to live. Do your best, be your best. That's all I can say.
Live it.